All right, everyone, it's time to talk about the Wisconsin off-year election. Yes, the special election there, Crawford versus Schimel. Unfortunately, Schimel lost. It wasn't exactly a huge gap or anything like that, but he still did lose. And it's beyond the margin of error, so we can't simply claim election stolen or something like that. But we do have a little bit of a silver lining on this dark cloud. Voter ID won bigly. Yes, a supermajority of voters decided that Wisconsin should have a voter ID law. So, in the next election, well, quite clearly the Supreme Court there is going to be overturned in favor of the liberals. At the very least, you're going to have a voter ID law. Yeah, okay, even Stevens. So it's like a 50-50 sort of situation. You lost the Supreme Court, but you got the voter ID law presumptively. That is good news. Schimel was preeminently more qualified than Crawford, quite clearly. If you look at their backgrounds, if you look at the decisions that they have made, yeah, Schimel should have definitely won. However, he got skated. There's a reason for that. The reason for that is that Republicans are very, very bad at turning out in off-year elections. So in federal elections, when you're voting for the presidency, Republican turnout tends to be higher. Midterms, it tends to be a bit lower. Off elections, special elections like this one, Republican turnout is goddamn nowhere. The turnout game is virtually non-existent. You've had Scott Pressler, you know, the tall, cool-haired dude, who's sort of my brother from another mother, if I may, and others going to Wisconsin repeatedly to try to turn out the vote. It doesn't work, though. Republicans are very good at turning out in federal elections. They are very bad at turning out at the local level. Schimel should have been elected. He certainly had the support, but he didn't get the votes. Why? Because Republicans are great at snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. It's as simple as that. That's literally what happened. You hand them a victory. So your dude is ahead in the polls, clearly more intelligent, clearly has better experience. Everything is lined up for him. The stars have aligned. You decided to destroy those stars for absolutely no reason. This is the Republican ethos, it seems. The Republicans are very, very good at doing so. I'm not surprised in the least. I had endorsed Schimel the other day. There weren't a whole lot of content creators, by the way, that actually endorsed the dude. I saw relatively little material about it anywhere online. I endorsed him. I know the Quartering did. I think Razorfist did, and a handful of others, but for the most part, nobody was even talking about the race. This is the Wisconsin Supreme Court. Yes, it actually matters. Yes, it matters a lot, and it really, really hurts. I say this as a non-Republican and as a non-conservative. I don't give a fuck about the Republican Party. I don't care about the conservative movement. They mean absolutely nothing to me. But in a situation where the Democratic Party has gone completely insane, and it has, yeah, I'm going to side with the people that are a little bit more sane. Yes, absolutely, yes. It's like if you had two desert islands. One of them is run by Bernie Sanders and AOC. The other one is run by Trump and Rand Paul. Which fucking island do you think that I'm going to choose to be on? Let me think about that for exactly 1 millisecond. There's a reason why it's a no-brainer. Obviously. I mean, the Republicans, I'll have to pull more weight with them because, you know, they'll fuck everything up constantly. But on the Democratic side, they'll probably try to cannibalize me, you know, Belgian Congo mode or something like that. There's a huge differentiation between the two. There's no comparison whatsoever. And this has been the case now for a number of years. It wasn't maybe 20 years ago, but we've got to get over ourselves at some point and realize it ain't 20 years ago. It's today. Oh goodness, the Democrats have gone from a party that at least claimed on paper they wanted to end war and lower taxes and stuff like that for the working class, to a party that simply wants to give money to corporations and bomb everyone. The Republicans have gone from the party that wants to bomb everyone to the party that's relatively unwilling to engage in warmongering, has gone from the party of big corporations to a fucking grassroots party, and to a millennial, it's never going to make sense. Nothing politically is going to make sense for the rest of our lives. I'm going to die and I'm still going to be confused. That being said, in the current order, with regards to Wisconsin, I'm glad that they have now presumptively the basis for a voter ID law. That's good. That's the good news. The bad news is that their Supreme Court has been usurped by liberals who are part of the Uniparty. Crawford is going to vote along with them. We already know this. It's pretty formulaic. And so when that voter ID law goes before the Supreme Court, as it inevitably will, it'll probably get shot down and end up in a federal court or something like that. It's going to be a very, very fun time now, isn't it? Republicans need to get out the vote. Get off of your goddamn ass and go to the fucking polling place. Be aware of when a vote is being held, what the vote is for, who the candidates are, what the ideology is. It doesn't really make any difference. Go to the fucking polls. Stop being a lazy asshole, because you're fucking shit up for those of us who aren't even Republicans at all. Thank you very much. That's about all. Peace out.